Okay, so I was getting ready to book myself a little getaway trip right out of Cleveland when a good friend of mine stopped me and said, Kenny, have you considered flying out of Akron-Canton Airport? And I said, why would I consider to drive further away when I'm right here in Cleveland? And he said, Kenny, would you consider if the flight was a direct flight? Would you consider if the flight was cheaper? He got my attention. And then he said, would you consider to just see this airport and see how nice it really is? Now I need to check this place out for myself. So I am here to get you the scoop about Akron-Canton Airport. And I want you to stick around all the way till the end, because at the end of this, I'm gonna share with you some special deals going on right now. I'll see you inside. Hey, excuse me.
Yes.
Hi.
Hey, I just wonder if you guys have a few minutes before your flight leaves just to ask you guys a little question.
Sure.
So if you don't mind asking, where are you guys flying to today?
We're flying back to Florida.
Okay.
Yeah, we live in South Florida.
Man, and you guys are catching a straight flight from here to there, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I'm just curious, what's your experience about this airport specifically?
Very convenient. We get off our flight and we walk down there and we already have a car reserved. I mean, we don't have to walk a mile like the big airports.
It's very family oriented and it's pet friendly.
Wow.
They got pet stations all by the restrooms for the dog.
Wow.
So we always bring our pet with her. She's our baby.
For a small airport, you're treated very nicely. The people are polite. They're very informative when we ask questions.
So do you guys recommend checking out the Akron-Canton Airport?
Of course.
Yeah?
Of course. You don't have to fight the crowd. I know, Cleveland is very, very busy. It's one of the major airports, but we always fly into Akron-Canton.
So you heard it here, guys. Thank you guys for the scoop. Appreciate you guys' information and thank you for your time.
You're
welcome.
welcome.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
You too. Hey, excuse me.
Hi.
You got a few seconds to chat?
I do.
I was just wondering if you could share with us a little bit about your experience here at Akron-Canton Airport.
Oh, Akron-Canton is one of my favorite airports. It's one of my my earliest childhood memories coming here.
That's awesome, and I'm so impressed with this airport. I mean, I've seen a lot of airports. It's really different experiences, but I really love this setup. It's smooth, right?
I mean, I never really have any issues coming into Akron-Canton Airport. It's usually easy for me to get home into the smaller areas in Ohio, so I really appreciate it. It's home for me, and my flights are always pretty smooth.
Wow.
Egress is pretty fast.
And what's your name?
Sierra.
Sierra. Thank you for your time. I can see you're running and rolling. I appreciate you taking a moment
Of
to give us a
course.
little feedback.
Akron-Canton is it's a hidden gem, so it's nice that it has some exposure.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you, Sierra.
Bye.
Ren!
Hey, Kenny, what's going on, my friend?
Good to see you. Thank you for having me here, man. I'm so excited. I'm just impressed with the beauty, with the cleanliness, with everything going on outside. It's just like a brand new development. I gotta admit, I've never been here before, ladies and gentlemen. I really expected one airplane, maybe propeller planes, maybe put on a little parachute when I get onto the plane. So I apologize, because I was really wrong.
Thanks again for coming out. I'm happy to show you around and see what's new and what we have in store.
You hear that? We're gonna get a full-blown exhibit of the Akron-Canton Airport. Where are we starting from?
Starting in that direction over there by the ticket lobby.
Let's go.
Yeah, so what we have here, Kenny, is our new ticket lobby. It's expanded and a project that we worked on about 7 or 8 years ago, so fairly modern. Accommodates 5 airlines that we have. We have Allegiant, other airline known as Breeze, American Airlines, United, and we have Spirit Airlines.
Okay.
So 5 carriers that we have to 15 nonstop destinations, 1 stop to the globe. Really convenient for passengers in the Akron-Canton area, really all of Northeast Ohio to connect to the world. The concessions that we have here, the ticket area I should say, again, is so convenient because it's literally
Right
across
there.
the street from our parking lot, some of which is provides a covered canopy from the elements. We have other elements such as our rental car facility. One of the other improvements we've made, I should also add, is the lighting. All of the lighting is LED.
Wow.
It's recently changed out within the last year. You see all the floors are terrazzo floors, and we have some additional improvements to make to some of the other parts of the airport, but this is kind of one of our main star attractions is the ticket lobby, the convenience, the ease of the parking lot across the street, and again, access to the secure checkpoint within minutes.
It's like, Ren, as soon as I got here, this is smooth.
It's
like I can jump from my car right inside of here. That's
So
how close.
that's the whole point. From the moment you leave your house to the moment you get to your gate, we want to make this as clean, as easy, and as convenient, as seamless as we possibly can. That's the whole point of this.
Now where are we going?
I want to just show you really quick the entrance to the secure checkpoint, if I might.
Let's do it. Oh, look at this.
Yeah, so Kenny, one of the neat attractions that we have and the convenience factor that I talked about earlier is how easy it is to get through the checkpoint. Again, that seamlessness from the parking lot to the gate, getting through the checkpoint. Again, if you have TSA pre-check, it's like $100 for 5 years. It's pretty affordable, and it allows you that expedited access. You don't have to take the belt off or the shoes. We provide that here, just like a larger airport does.
Wow, that's amazing. You see that, guys? That's great.
On to the next spot.
Let's go. Wow, look at this place, Ren.
Thanks, Kenny. We are in an area known as the atrium, and in this area, we have a lot that represents sense of place.
Okay.
So in terms of sense of place, we have what's known as the Tree of Life, a terrazzo artwork. If you look down, you're going to see famous people, places, and special events that have occurred in the Akron-Canton area that represent, topics such as economic equality, social justice, sports, famous movie stars, etc.
And
that have influenced the Akron-Canton region.
Ren, I'm noticing something unique too. It says mileage.
That's right.
It says mileage. What's the deal
That's
with that?
right. So each of the places have actual distance markers. So in this case, Canal Park, where the Akron Rubber Ducks play, 15 miles from the airport in the direction, in this case, to the north, is where their stadium's located. The Akron Civic Theater, 14 miles, so on and so forth. Again, this was a collaborative concept. We did a call for artists back in the day when we were still finalizing our gate replacement project, which we'll see in a minute. So we wanted to make sure that folks understood that famous people, places, and events here that have influenced the region can be recognized as they travel through the terminal.
And I can't help but notice our hometown Akron boy right there.
Mr. LeBron James is right there. That's right.
Wow. What is that beautiful mural over there that's celebrating Akron?
So again, right along the line of sense of place, Akron Art Mural, represented and done in tandem with Mac Love. He's a famous Akron artist. And you can see they're in 5 segments and represent famous places, people, the zoo, and other events that have occurred throughout the history of Akron, for that matter.
So from the entrance, where I can jump from my car inside to a smooth transition in, then to an atrium filled with this amazing art.
It's all about the sense of place. And if you look up, you see an aircraft there, right?
Good Lord, I do. Wow, I missed it.
This is an aircraft known as the Funk aircraft, F-U-N-K. It was donated to us by the MAPS Air Museum, which is about a mile on the other side of the airfield across the way, and put together over the course of a year with volunteers, military vets, students, and what you see there is, again, a representation of the Akron-Canton community. And that's a replica aircraft. That's the Civil Air Patrol emblem that was utilized during World War II. So there's a neat story, and a neat local Akron story to that aircraft.
That's what I thought flew out of Akron-Canton Airport, was planes like that. I was very much
That was
mistaken.
the plane you were thinking of, right?
Where to now?
We're gonna go upstairs, the escalators.
All right, let's check it out.
One of the neat features, Kenny, is we're all about community engagement. We're all about representing local. Here we have Great Lakes Brewing Company, local Northeast Ohio, right? Well known in the area. We talked about some of the local flavors, right? That sense of place here in the Akron-Canton area.
Community, right?
Community, exactly. All about engagement with the community, with our employees, and providing those amenities that really matter to the public. In this case, the business traveler. We offer a complimentary business lounge.
Wow.
All of the furniture is donated by Ohio Desk. They're a local Ohio-based company. They've been great partners with us over the years.
Wow. You know, the more and more I'm seeing of this airport, it really is like a family atmosphere.
Absolutely. So similar to the business lounge, if you look over here to the right, is a kids' play port. We had this when we had our older terminal, which was undersized and was designed for aircraft from the 1960s. So we basically brought those amenities into the modern age, if you will. A very unique feature I want to show you as well is our sensory room, which is in that corner over there. Follow me.
Let's go. Wow.
So Kenny, one of the unique features of this airport too with the gate project was we wanted to provide a quiet, contemplative space. So this room provides just that, things you can touch and feel, really reducing the stress of the travelers. You see the bubbling machines behind you, the bouncy ball there. You can sit and relax, some other things they can touch and feel. For again, for kids primarily, but also for adults, just a quiet space for them to contemplate and relax and have a stress-free environment before their flight.
And you know, Ren, something that's special about this room, the peace that you feel here, that this is the perfect place to just take a moment. Right?
So, absolutely, and again, all of the furniture you see in here was donated by an entity known as Culture City. The logo's there in the corner. Again, just a quiet space and something that we added very late to the project, to the gate replacement project, and we knew we wanted to add this because it's important to the community. We get a lot of surveys, we get a lot of feedback from surveys, I should say, and one of those was a quiet space to relax before a flight. Kenny, as you can see, the concourses continue to remain wide. You notice the terrazzo floors, the shiny LED lights that provide a lot of ambient artificial light, but one of the neat features that we have is, as part of this gate replacement project, is reserving a space for a future restaurant.
Right here?
Right over here. And you can see on the wall here some renderings of what that restaurant could look like.
See it.
It's going to be a sit-down, a takeout, a hybrid of the two. So we paused, we kind of reflected on where we know the pandemic is going, at least for our industry. And so we're starting to slowly phase this project out and working with some of the local entities, in this case Royal Docks Brewing.
Okay.
They're on the public side today, and we're working with them to establish a tap room on the secure side of the airport. Beautiful space, beautiful views of the airfield, sunsets. You can see the blinds there come down if it gets a little too sunny, but that's the plan for this space, and this is really the centerpiece of the new gate expansion project. Behind me here as well, you can see some of the mural related to the Akron Art Museum, the Canton Museum of Art. This is a facade. This is actually a wall that behind it actually goes back 10 feet that allows additional kiosks to be set up in the future. Again, we're preparing for that future scenario where passengers are back. The remaining gates, 6 through 9, are here. We continue to offer the wide concourses, as you see, the tall ceilings, the views of the airfield, which are fantastic. The major changes with the gate replacement, gate expansion project is the new seats that we have. All of them have charge-in plugins underneath the tables, underneath the seats rather. We also have the high-top chair, high-top tables for plugins for those devices. That's the _1 amenity. Aside from having clean restrooms, which we do on a consistent basis, it's where can I plug in a device, and we have plenty and ample supply of plug-in devices. So one of the features, our custodial team does a fantastic job. We're the first airport in the state of Ohio to be granted a trade organization's health accreditation.
Wow.
Airports Council International North America. We're the first airport in the state of Ohio to be granted that accreditation back in 2020 during a pandemic. So a testament to our custodial staff, the maintenance team that does a fantastic job for what you see here and how clean it is.
I'm blown away with the subtlety of this airport, the family uniqueness. I got a friend also that's expecting, so this is a good place to be, right?
Oh my gosh, for certain. So we definitely can accommodate your friend who's expecting with the amenity that we have as known as a mother's room.
Did you hear that? A mother's room.
We have a mother's room. The room is sponsored by All Care. Again, another local presence, again, about that sense of place story that we're trying to continue to emulate here throughout the entire facility, and we're so thankful that All Care has come to the table to help sponsor the mother's room. So we provide that amenity for your friend and other expectant or newborn, newborn kids with moms.
Great. Yeah, it's so nice in there. Well, I'm not allowed in there, but if mama friends, that's your room.
A feature, a characteristic that airports across the country are starting to have on the secure side of the airport. You see a lot of airports have pet relief areas on the public side. So working with a local company, Coastal Pet Products, again, that local sense of place, we wanted to make sure that we provided something on the secure side rather than having someone with a four-legged friend having to walk certain distances through
a lot of inconvenience.
A lot of inconvenience and maybe a little stress to their lives, right? So this kind of is somewhat of a de-stressor, not only for their four-legged friends, but for the person that's actually traveling with the pet. We're all about providing that seamless experience from the parking lot to the gate.
So I really want to take another moment to just thank you for this tour.
I appreciate you coming out, and a year from now, even less than that, come back out and you can see some of the additional improvements that we're planning to make here at CAK.
Ooh.
So we got a date again.
More
you
to
hear
come.
that?
More to come.
We got another date here. Thank you.
I appreciate it. Thank
I
you, my friend.
appreciate you so
Good to
much.
see you. Yep.
Thank you.
Take care now.
Let's catch that flight.
Wow, I am absolutely mesmerized by this experience that Ren gave me through the Akron-Canton Airport, the beauty inside, the classiness, the family ambience. It was amazing. And not to mention, guys, like right now, I told you in the beginning about some deals. Well, they really have deals, but you gotta see for yourself. See what works for you. I'm checking this out right now to find out what works for me. And with the cold in Northeast Ohio, what works for me sounds like Florida, New Orleans, any place where the sun is shining. And I'm gonna tell you right now, as I look at the Akron-Canton website, there is some really good deals happening. So you gotta search it for yourself and you gotta see what works for you because you're gonna find something. And I'm telling you, I've seen Uber rides that cost more than a flight from this airport, okay? Check it out, guys. I'm checking it out. It's so cold right now. I think I'm gonna go back in there and book a $49 flight. All right, so I'll see you guys over there. Cheers.